Won't get stressed out in all of this heat. Lynn Bullock joins us live now from Springbank Park. Lynn?
Dan, this maple tree behind me is already changing color about a month and a half ahead of schedule. The recent heat and dryness are causing all sorts of problems for trees, plants, and other produce, even pumpkins. But there are ways that we can handle this. Take a look. A leaf blower in late August, a sure sign that autumn's around the corner. Or is it? We're still almost a month away, but the leaves are falling.
You know, I've been on the bike paths out in the bush, and you can't even see the trails just because it's, you know, so it's kind of hazardous.
It's actually a symptom of the heat and extreme dryness.
The leaves are starting to droop. They're starting to get that wilted look. Some of them are starting to turn brown at the tips, which is a pretty good indication that they're under stress from drought.
Now the city's again asking residents to water the trees.
You see where these leaves are starting to curl over? That's one of the first symptoms of drought.
Slow, deep watering can help keep the leaves on longer. It will also help trees prepare their roots and buds for next spring. It's a similar story for strawberry plants at Ferguson's Produce. They need extra watering right now to strengthen up for next season. Meantime, the pumpkins are ready prematurely, well before peak demand.
Oh, they shouldn't be full-blown orange, maybe quite yet.
The extreme heat is speeding things up, and unless there's some cooler weather soon, the pumpkins will be ready well before October.
Well, everything's just going to keep maturing fast, you know, and it doesn't matter whether we're talking pumpkins or soybeans or field corn or whatever.
You can still pick your perfect pumpkin as early as today. A green gourd like this one will ripen at home just like a banana. Just keep your pumpkin in a cool place so it doesn't decompose, and you can plan your jack-o'-lantern well in advance. In the meantime, watch out for falling leaves and try not to get too down on the fact that some leaves are on the ground.
It's a cold reminder that summer's almost over.
Dan, summer officially ends September 23rd. To make it seem longer, let's keep the leaves on the trees. The city says a large tree like this, about 1.5 feet in diameter, needs about 350 liters of water every 2 weeks.
All right, thanks a lot for that, Lynn. Lynn Bullock this evening, and of course, folks, Julie's forecast is just a few minutes away. Good evening. The London doctor charged with conspiring to facilitate terrorism was in court today, one of 3 men charged in Project Samosa. But Dr. Karam Sher's appearance was brief, under a minute, in fact. Lynn Bullock joins us now with the latest. Lynn.
Yes, Dan, Dr. Sher appeared briefly in an Ottawa courtroom via video link today. His appearance was to schedule a bail hearing, which is now set for later this week. Now, at the time, the Crown also shared with defense lawyers a binder containing hundreds of documents with evidence relating to the case. These pictures from Sher's brief court appearance reveal little about the man whose alleged connection to terrorists stunned colleagues and friends. But lawyers say he'll be seeking bail as soon as the hearing can begin.
These cases are precedent-setting. You know, this is only the 3rd prosecution of its kind in Canada, so we're covering that ground as we get to it.
Sher was arrested Thursday outside his Byron home. RCMP officers carted out boxes of evidence. His family has seemingly left town. Meantime, the London doctor's employer, St. Thomas Elgin General Hospital, is still deciding what to do with the physician facing charges. Dr. Sher did not have a long career at St. Thomas Elgin General Hospital. He had started August 3rd. And although the hospital CEO says he came highly recommended, the accused terrorist's position is now up for review.
Dr. Sher is not obviously exercising his privileges as a member of our medical staff at this time. Our credentials committee, which is a committee of the medical staff, a committee of the medical advisory committee, is reviewing those privileges and will provide a recommendation.
Beyond being a doctor of pathology, Sher was also known as a humanitarian. Today, an international relief foundation where he once volunteered issued a statement denouncing terrorism, saying it goes against the very essence of humanitarianism. We have complete faith in the Canadian judicial system's ability to determine the truth with regards to these accusations. Connecting this doctor, known as a humanitarian, with terrorism charges is still hard to comprehend. The situation is still sinking in for officials at the hospital who never expected to be in the spotlight for reasons like this.
Certainly not during my tenure as CEO. Since 2001, we haven't dealt with this, nor of obviously anything of this magnitude. It's quite unique.
Well, back to the courts now. Cher will be in front of a judge again on Friday. At that time, a date for a bail hearing will likely be set. As for his co-accused, they'll appear again later this month.
Lynn, thank you for that update.